983 y 524-1419. Solicita la presencia de la señora Marlenis Pacheco Tapi, de nacionalidad colombiana, con solicitud de refugiado número 460673 para tratar asuntos de orden familiar. Este es su mensaje del CENIAF.
Atención, informamos a la población que a partir del jueves 11 de noviembre estaremos aplicando la dosis de refuerzo a los residentes de los circuitos 81 y 810 mayores de 55 años. Y a partir del miércoles 10 de noviembre estaremos aplicando la primera dosis a los residentes del circuito 12-2 desde los 12 años de edad. Atención, noticia importante. Países de Europa están atravesando por una cuarta ola del COVID-19, afectando principalmente a la población no vacunada. Acudamos a los centros habilitados y no dejemos de vacunarnos. Gobierno Nacional. Panamá sale adelante.
Este sábado, el programa Cine con Sabor se activa desde el Parque Recreativo Omar y el primer Day Ghost Panamá. Todo inicia desde las 10 de la mañana con nuestro presentador, Hilde Lee, en directo desde el Parque Omar. Y a las 3 de la tarde tendremos estaciones de video, juegos, concurso de cosplay, conversatorios y a las 7 de la noche, la proyección de la película Ghostbuster de 1984. Muy importante, adultos y niños mayores de 12 años deben presentar su código QR o tarjeta de vacunación. Tendremos disponibles 300 puestos por orden de llegada y todas las medidas de bioseguridad.
Noviembre, mes de la patria. Nacional 101.7, Crisol 106.9 FM, Radio Nacional 840 AM, junto a CER TV y Meduca presentan Conéctate con la Estrella. Estamos comprometidos con la formación pedagógica de la niñez panameña.
Conéctate con la Estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo. Edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la patria.
Suena el timbre de 10º grado. Conéctate con la Estrella, celebrando el bicentenario.
Ay, mi Panamá, qué bonita herencia que nos has dejado y hoy te la cantamos.
Ay, mi Panamá, mi Panamá, mi Panamá. Ay, mi Panamá, mi Panamá, mi Panamá.
Great, love it. Excellent. Hello guys, welcome back to our English class. Remember, this is the time that you got to participate, to interact with us, practicing English, a very important language that we all need to learn, okay? So remember that during this hour you can participate, as I said before, in our classes, okay? We're gonna be in charge of 10th, 11th, and 12th graders, okay? We got very interesting topics that we prepared for you today in order to practice, to learn, to increase our knowledge when using the English language, okay? Remember that you got different ways in which you can get in contact with us. We got Instagram, Nacional FM Panamá, also Conéctate con la Estrella Instagram. And if you're just listening to our class, but you got WhatsApp, we got a WhatsApp number, 60048182. That's our WhatsApp number. So you can text us through WhatsApp, okay? Also, we got Facebook Live, Nacional FM Panamá. So a lot of ways in which you can get in contact with us and participate in our classes. Teacher Hosanna and me, Teacher Yosira, are going to be in charge of these classes. And I'm going to pass it on Teacher Hosanna so he can start with the class for 10th graders and everyone who wants to participate as well.
It's a beautiful day in our country, isn't it? We are very glad to be back here today for this awesome opportunity we're giving you all, guys. So be ready. We have interesting and awesome topics that we have prepared for you. I just want to welcome everyone in our beautiful nation, Panama. I know we have a lot of listeners out there that are listening to our classes in different regions of our country, but also we have lots of viewers that are ready to be part of the class. They're ready to be with us. Send their comments, greetings, and answers. Today, we're going to be addressing many topics related to our nation, our country. I would like to send best regards to Professor Nelis Ortiz, who is right now driving, but she's listening to our class right now. So before, she has been a faithful listener and viewer. And she really wants to be a part of our class today. Teacher, it's a special moment today because we have great information to share. Exactly. And I know our audience, they have been waiting for, this awesome moment. But before I introduce my topic, I do know that you have a lot of people already there greeting.
We got our participants joining the class. We get here Nancy Mariluz, who actually sent us a message that says, hello, teachers.
Hello.
And also we get Molo Margarita. Hello.
Molo, a faithful viewer as well, right?
Yeah.
Teacher, today's topic is very interesting. We have it related to our nation, especially in this time, the month of November, that we have our Panamanian holidays in Panama, national holidays. Have a look at the topic for 10th graders, Panamanian cultural heritage. Part 1, Panamanian cultural heritage. Heritage is a very interesting word, teacher Josita, because this is something that it may be inherited. It's a valuable possession that you get, especially from your family, your background, something that you own, something that you have it as a possession. And this is what we're going to be addressing today. And Panama is a melting pot. Therefore, we have diversity and different cultural aspects in our country. Having read the title of the class, the topic that we got, I would like to start introducing not only the learning objective for the class, but also the success criteria, which is exactly what you guys will be producing at the end of the lesson. And it reads as follows. Learning objectives. Students, you guys, you will be able to point out the importance of Panamanian cultural heritage. Number 2, you guys will be able to value the traditions of different regions of Panama, to value, to appreciate, all right, these traditions that we have and how they are celebrated and which areas of our country, they're held at. Now, success criteria. I can speak and write about the importance of Panamanian cultural heritage. Then, second one, last but not least, I can use and apply different capitalization rules in a given paragraph. You will be learning about how to capitalize, how to use capital letters when writing, which is a very important aspect of the language. When drafting, polishing your paragraph, your post, whatever you are using in terms of writing will be very, very beneficial for you guys to learn about capital letters for today's class. Good. So let's move forward. I think it's time, teacher, to introduce new words, content that you guys will be learning through the topic. These words are going to be there. So it is crucial that you master the words now. So when you get to that point, you will be understanding what we're talking about. All right. Word number 1, I want you to grab your friend, a family member, the person that is next to you, and pronounce the words out loud. Repeat the word and all that. So number 1, traditions.
Traditions.
Number 2, mask. Number 3, heritage. Number 4, folk music. It's traditional music from our own country, 5, folk dress. The national dress of Panama, which is la pollera, right? So which is a beautiful one that people enjoy this dress. Number 6, handicraft.
Handicraft.
So things that are made with hands, and it costs a lot of money because of the time that you actually have to invest when making this handicraft. Number 7, generations.
Generations
is a beautiful word, and we have seen generations after generations in our country, and they pass these customs and traditions by word of mouth, or they may inherit that from their family members as well. So these generations, they keep these traditions alive,
Exactly.
by celebrating them. Number 8, it's a very interesting word, teacher. You see that? We have seen many of these as decoration in people's houses. Then we have wood carving. Wood carving, yeah, like working on designs on wood, animals, plants, different type of decorations are made, on this one. Number 9, teacher, you see, I'm sorry if you're hungry, but it looks delicious, right? It's traditional food cuisine, right?
Traditional food cuisine.
Speaking about our own food in Panama, that when we have visitors from other countries, they do enjoy having, portions of this food and kosher, sauce, and all that. Very good. I think, teacher, it's time for our students to put into practice what they have learned so far. And what you guys have learned, it's 9 different words that we practiced, and we gave you a little bit of information or content for you guys to understand. All right? The matching activity is very simple. It's very simple. The instruction is the following. You have to match the number with the letter. All right, let me give you an example. If you consider that number 1, it's letter E, so then you say, okay, number 1, it's letter E. You are matching the number with the letter, and then you are working on the matching activity. Or you can have a look at the pictures as well to get familiar with. If you have no clue, the picture can help you to guess the word. So then you match the number with the letter. For instance, picture 8, I see a lot of designs, beautiful molas, teachers, things that are made with hands. What is it? What is it? What is that? Then picture B, I see a man who seems to be very focused on what he's doing, and he's using some tools to make some designs on wood. Exactly. To get perhaps he's working on an animal, a face of a lion, a cat, whatsoever. Letter C, then we see a beautiful couple. We see a man wearing the Panamanian hat. All right. Then we see the pollera, the girl. It's, wearing the pollera. So what is it? Then picture D, I see a group of musicians playing the accordion, others playing the drums, teacher, the guitar, and different musical instruments. And then letter E, I see people like kind of in a celebration. They are wearing a customs, a dress there. It seems like a celebration. What is it? So you can match, remember, the number with the letters, and you can send your answers, whether you guys are on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. You guys can do so. Teacher Yosita will be more than happy to read your comments and all that. All right?
Okay.
Good. Very good.
I'm going to be here. So just remember, send your number, the number with the letter of the picture that you consider describes the word. Okay?
Exactly. Very good.
For example, let's say picture A, as you say, we can see molas, things that are designed that you can make with your own hands. So that will be number 2, handicraft.
Handicraft,
yes.
Correct,
so
teacher.
So that is why you can send just number 2, letter A.
A, correct.
Okay? It's very simple to participate in our class. Okay?
Definitely,
just send in numbers and letters, okay?
Good, excellent. Now we can move forward. We know that you guys are working on it and thinking about it, but we can move forward. We would like to know what you guys already know. I mean, your previous knowledge about the topic. So what do you know? I have 3 activities here for you guys. You can send your answers, type them all, and send them. We're going to be reading them all here. But we want to check on your previous knowledge, like what you already know, as I said earlier. Now, number 1 says, name some Panamanian handicrafts. So name some of them. If you know a name of a handicraft, type it and send it. Number 2, name traditional dances. What are the traditional dances that you know from Panama? So if you know some, you guys can send the name of them, and we're going to be reading them all too. Number 3, easy. I think this one is easy. Name some Panamanian traditional foods. I mean, foods from Panama that you guys enjoy eating. So tell us, which one is your favorite? Remember, dances, food, and also handicraft as well. So what do you know? We want to check your previous knowledge about this particular activity, okay? So for instance, teacher,
okay, we can say that Anchor is greeting us. Says saludos. Hello,
hello,
Anchor.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Excellent.
Thank you for being here in class, participating.
Good. So some teacher of Panamanian traditional food, we enjoy eating tamal in Panama.
I'm gonna try saying like in number 1 when you say name some Panamanian handicrafts. So we mentioned one of them, molas.
Molas, correct.
That's something that you can make with your own hands. Number 2, name traditional dances. So taking in consideration my ethnic group, so I would say Congo.
Congo. If we go back to our regions, we might have El Punto.
Yes.
Right. That people, dance. We have, different ones. Over here in our country regarding food, we have soup, tamal, chicken rice.
Exactly.
Which is the most famous one in Panama. Sancocho. Correct. So this is exactly what you guys should know. All right. Now, I want to take you guys through the topic explanation, which is based on capitalization rules. Capitalization rules. We're going to try that a little bit, figure out just here. Now, capitalization rules. When writing, it's important, guys, that you should know where to capitalize nouns, words, phrases, names, and even adjectives. Remember, you must always use capital letters for the following. Teacher, the beginning of a sentence. It is important that every time you want to start writing a sentence, the first word should be capitalized. All right, the very first word should be capitalized. Let's say I start with dogs, right? Dogs. That first word, the D, should be capitalized. If I say cat, that C should be capitalized. The first word when you start a sentence. Now, teacher, names and title of people, like doctor, right? That D is capitalized. I said grandson, the G is capitalized, all right? So then we use that for names and titles. Then even the names of movies and books, Spider-Man, the first word should be also capitalized. Teacher, the month of the year, January, December, we capitalize them, all right? The first, word, even the days of the week, we do that, we capitalize that in English. So we have Monday, Friday, even for languages like Chinese, French, Spanish. So we capitalize, obviously, the first word. What about speaking about countries and continents, right? We say Panama, the first P is capitalized. Continent, Europe, that E of Europe is capitalized. China, that C of China countries, should be capitalized.
In Spanish, we need to capitalize.
And Spanish,
when talking about countries.
Exactly. So it's important that you are aware of these rules that are very important when writing. Well, teacher, time is up for 10th graders.
For 10th graders, but we're coming with more. 11th grade is coming, and everyone who wants to participate, don't worry, because you got a lot of time to do it, okay?
And teacher, 11th grade topic is kind of similar to this one, right?
Similar to this one.
So you already have a background.
Yeah, you already
stay there. We're coming back.
Previous knowledge there, okay? Yeah.
Stay there.
Stay there.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jeremy Hurtado. I am in 60 from Escuela La Herradura. with our teachers Maria Arroyo and Kenya Portugal. I am glad to present some tips to avoid COVID-19. Don't touch your face. Keep distance. Wear a mask. Stay home and wash your hands. Thank you very much.
Conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la patria. Conéctate con la estrella. Es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo. Edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la patria.
Suena el timbre de 11º grado. Conéctate con la estrella, celebrando el bicentenario.
Ay, mi Panamá, qué bonita herencia que nos has dejado y hoy te la cantamos.
Ay, mi Panamá, mi Panamá, mi Panamá. Ay, mi Panamá, mi Panamá.
Hello, yeah, welcome back. This time we're gonna start our class for 11th graders, and as teacher Hosanna said before, the topic is really, similar to the one that teacher Hosanna explained. So you got the previous knowledge, so we can continue with this with the same, I would say, vocabulary, words, definitions. Okay, the same thing, the same line. We can go, along with the topic. So remember that you got different ways in which you can get in contact with us. We got Instagram, Conéctate con la Estrella, and Nacional FM Panamá. Also, you can contact us through Facebook, Nacional FM Panamá, so you can participate from there. And if you are just listening to our class, if you're just as teacher Hosanna mentioned before about a teacher, if you are in your car just listening to our class, but you got WhatsApp, okay, you got your cell phone, you can get in contact with us as well. Okay, if you want to send your answer, comment, question, anything. Okay, remember, this is the time that we give you in order to practice English. Okay, everything that you know already about the language, you can use it through this time. Okay, teacher Arjona, we're gonna start. I don't know if you want to greet some of our...
Yes, I would like to greet all of our students from Panama. Welcome. This is a great time for you. As the teacher said, she is ready to give it all. Be ready to participate as well. If you're listening, pay attention. Try to take some notes, teacher. Those keywords, short words that you can write and you will use it later on. But we are more than happy to be here. We have Daisy. We have many people, teacher, joining our class. So
hello, everyone.
Let's get started then.
Yeah, let's get started. And let's read the title of our topic. It says Culture and Diversity in Panama. We're going to focus a lot about ethnic groups, talking about ethnic groups. Okay, it says part 2 because teacher Hosanna 2 weeks ago was talking about this topic. Okay, let's see the learning objectives. What are the objectives? What we want you to reach after this lesson? It says students will be able to identify different ethnic groups of our country, also to value our culture and diversity, and also to ask questions using tag question. We pray to get there, so I'm sure that we are going to do it. The success criteria, so you can say after this topic, I can name different ethnic groups of our country. Also, you will say, I can value our culture and diversity. I can ask questions with tag questions, okay? We got our favorite segment. People were missing this segment. Did you know? I want to listen to the drums. Great.
Awesome.
Yes. Let's read our Did You Know. It says, did you know that Panama has a cultural multiplicity? Panama's population consists of 67% mestizos. That is the mixed race, Amerindian and Caucasian. And mulattoes, mixed race, Caucasian and African descent. 14% African descent, 10% Caucasian, 6% of indigenous, and 3% of people from varied ethnic origins. Look at that. Very interesting. Talking about the amount of people that we got here. We're a mix. We're a melting pot.
We got cultures and backgrounds from all over the world.
Exactly. A lot of influence. That's why there are words that we adopt from other countries, from other languages, okay? We got a word, what do you know? As we say, teacher Honia was explaining a little bit about this topic. Well, he explained this topic 2 weeks ago, and a few minutes ago, he was talking the things that were related to this ethnic groups, okay? So our what do you know? It's related to choose the correct answer, identify the ethnic groups, okay? In picture number 1, we can see a woman, white skin, with white skin, blue eyes, okay? So talking about ethnic groups, so she belongs to Caucasian or Afro-descent. A, Caucasian, B, Afro-descent. We got number 2. In this picture, we can see native people, okay, from a specific area, okay, from a native area. So we got 2 options, A, indigenous, B, Caucasian. And in picture 3, I can feel identified with this picture, you know, black skin color. Love it. And there are people dancing Congo. So we got 2 options, A, Afro-descent, or B, indigenous. Yes, teacher Ahona?
Yeah, teacher, we do have some answers. Are you ready for those?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Anchor says that number 1, it's letter A.
Yes, that's right. Caucasian.
Number 2, letter A.
Exactly, indigenous.
And number 3, letter A.
Yes, Afro-descent.
Triple A.
Triple A.
Great,
yeah.
Anchor. Congratulations.
There was a purpose there when I made it.
I know.
Okay. So let's introduce new words. Well, some of them we already practiced that with teacher Ahona, but it is good to, you know, continue learning and practicing pronunciation. Yeah, exactly. You know, there are a lot of differences between our language or the way we pronounce words.
Exactly.
So it is important to practice. In practice, we can get everything, okay? Number 1, ethnic groups. That is number 1, ethnic groups. Number 2, Caucasian. Number 3, Afro-Panamanian. Number 4, indigenous. Number 5, culture. And number 6, languages. Okay, we got more words. We got number 7, melting pot. I mentioned that.
I love this word.
Yeah. The 8, yes, thank you. Heritage. Teacher Harnia was explaining this word before. We got other nationalities coming here. Number 9, Indian. And number 10, Asian. So these are the words for our vocabulary today. And we got our match activity as usual. Yeah, you know, people like to practice to make sure, according with we place the pictures there. So people can see, can understand, you know, clear ideas, and make sure that what they are getting, the information that they're getting, it's really, it's correct, okay? Yeah. We got 5 words in our matching activity. It says Indian, number 1. Number 2, languages. Number 3, melting pot. Number 4, Asian. And number 5, Caucasian. These are the words that we got in one of our matching activities. And we got 5 pictures. In picture A, we can see white skin color people. In picture B, we can see a girl from India. In picture C, we can see different ways to say hola, like hello, xiao. I can say the other ones, but you know, different ways that you can say hola or hello. And in picture D, we can see a lot of nationalities, like in one place, a lot of nationalities, people from every part of the world, okay? And in picture E, we can see kind of a Chinese guy, okay? So tell us, tell us the answer to this practice, okay? Just the number with the letter. Yes, Teacher Juana.
Teacher, I do have some answers already.
That's great.
And that's awesome that Anchor is participating a lot.
Okay.
All right, so could you please double check?
Yes, I'm going to do it.
It's number 1, it's letter B.
That's right.
Number 2, letter C.
Correct.
Number 3, letter D.
Exactly.
Number 4, letter E.
That's correct.
Obviously, number 5, letter A.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Congratulations. So she's missing that sound. So we need to be ready to congratulate our audience. Let's listen.
Great. Perfect. Continue, teacher. Excellent.
Great. Congratulations. How was it?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go with the topic explanation. Let's define what is cultural diversity. What is cultural diversity? It says, cultural diversity refers to a variety of cultural groups within a society. Look at that. Cultural diversity refers to a variety of cultural groups within a society. Okay? We need to remember these definitions because we got to practice about these definitions. Cultural groups can share many characteristics such as culture, religion, language, nationality, disability, even geographical location. Okay, so remember, cultural diversity refers to a variety of cultural groups within a society. We got another definition, Teacher Arjona, and this definition is related to ethnic group. So the way that we can define what is ethnic group, okay? It says, it is related to a or characteristic of a large group of people, who have the same national, racial, or cultural origins, okay? And who usually speak the same language. So let's remember that, okay? When we talk about ethnic groups, we're talking about large group of people who have the same national, racial, cultural origins, and who usually speak the same language, okay? Let's move on, Teacher Arjona, and we're going to explain some ethnic groups. Yes, Teacher
Yeah,
Arjona.
we have through Conéctate con Estrella Instagram, Ginela, greetings to her. And more than 35 people who are connected there. And also we got on Nacional FM, Donna Ulloa, who has joined our class too.
Hello, Donna.
Best regards.
Best regards. Yes, talking about ethnic groups in Panama, let's see the big ones that we can find here. We got Caucasian. What is the definition of a Caucasian? It says a common word to refer to people of European origins or people who are white. Talking about the color of your skin, white. Indigenous, that's another ethnic group. It says a person who is native to an area or who naturally belongs there, native to an area. And Afro-Panamanian, a common word to refer to people of African descent who were born in Panama. Okay? So these are the definition of these three groups. And with this information, okay, we're gonna go to display our practice for today, talking about this topic, this explanation. Okay, so let's see. We got some statements. So you have to tell us, or some definitions, and you have to tell us the word that it is the correct answer for this definition, for each definition. We got number 1, the variety of cultural or ethnic groups within a society. The variety of cultural or ethnic groups within a society. Okay, when we talk about culture and ethnic groups in a society, so what is that? A, ethnic group, or B, cultural diversity. That is these are the two options that we got here. Number 2, a large group of people who have the same national, racial, or cultural origins. A large group of people who have the same national, racial, or cultural origins. We got two options, A, ethnic group, or B, cultural diversity. In number 3, it says, a person who is native to an area or who who naturally, belongs there. So, talking about ethnic groups, what's that? A, Caucasian, or B, indigenous. Number 4, people of European origins or people who are white. And we got 2 options, A, Afro descent, or B, Caucasian. In number 5, African descents who were born in Panama. African descents who were born in Panama. So give us the answer. It's A, Caucasian, or B, Afro descent, okay? Remember, Teacher Hosanna is going to be here reading your comments or answers. So if you want to participate, this is the time. If you want to add something else, any comment, okay, in English, we're going to be here to read anything that you want to say. Okay, Teacher Hosanna?
Greetings to Kenya20 on Instagram at Conéctate con la Estrella. Greetings.
Hello,
Excellent.
Kenya, you say?
Yeah, Kenya20, yeah.
Okay,
That's
Kenya.
her account.
Okay. Let's continue with grammar. We're gonna try to get there and talking about that question. I mean, I like this topic.
Yeah, it's very
have to
interesting.
say,
Yeah.
I have to say. Yeah, a tag question is a mini question that we ask at the end of a statement, I would say. Okay? It is, for example, when we say, salitas a las 5 de la mañana, ¿cierto? We say, ¿cierto? That would like a tag question. I mean, when we use tag questions, if we want the other person to agree with us, maybe, or to tell us if we are correct, if what we're saying is correct or is not correct, okay? So that is why we use like a mini question, okay? We do it in Spanish, as I said before, when we say, for example, ¿esa eres tú en la foto? ¿Cierto? Okay, so we want to make sure if what we're saying is correct or not, okay? We got some examples
So,
on
teacher,
the screen.
basically, as you said, this is like to confirm, right?
Yeah, to
if
confirm.
the statement is true or false, that's
It's
to
true or
confirm.
affirm. If what
Yeah.
you're saying is correct or it's not correct,
Like-
or if the person agrees with you.
Like,
okay?
it's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Exactly.
Right.
That's why we got some examples here. It says, snow is white, isn't it? But
Oh.
something important to say here is that the statement is, if the statement is positive, so the tag question is negative.
Negative.
But we need to follow the tense, okay? So that is the example. Snow is white, isn't it? So when we say isn't it, we have to use, we need to follow the tense. We're using
All right.
verb to be, so that's why we use the verb to be for our tag question. And also the pronoun that we're using at the end, okay, has to be, related to the subject.
So,
As we're talking about snow, so that's why we're saying it, okay? Snow is white, isn't it? As the statement is positive, so the tag question is negative.
teacher, and we also know by a fact that snow is white.
Exactly.
But we just want to confirm with the person that is next
Confirm,
door.
exactly.
Snow is white, isn't it? But teacher, very interesting what you said. Like, if the statement is affirmative, then the answer will be, the tag question will be negative. It's like a formula.
And the other way
Around.
And the other way around,
Around.
yeah. B, we can say, here we got an example. You don't like me, do you?
Imagine.
So the statement is negative, but the tag question is positive, okay?
Very
We
interesting.
follow the tense. We're using auxiliaries, so we follow the tense. So do you, okay? And the subject. You don't like me, do you? You're coming,
Aren't you?
It isn't raining, is it?
Wow.
Okay, so with this example, you can solve the practices that we get there. Remember that we got a Google Classroom, teacher,
Oh,
Hosanna,
yes.
in which people can have access to this information and they can solve the practices that maybe we cannot,
And you can join our
solve here in
WhatsApp group
class.
to get the presentations as well.
Exactly.
Teacher, what is the WhatsApp number for those who would like to join?
60048182.
Again, 60048182.
Okay.
All right, teacher, we have Dominguez Librada, we have Ruth through Instagram on Conéctate con la Estrella, but we also have to Nacional FM, Marivanel, Up23, and Grachi 15 joining our classes.
Oh, that's great. we're coming with more. So stay tuned. Don't move because 12th grade, the class for 12th graders is coming. However, if you want to participate, even though you're not a 12th grader, so it's okay, okay? So stay there.
Don't go. Don't move.
Conéctate con la estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo, edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la patria.
Suena el timbre de 12º grado. Conéctate con la estrella, celebrando el bicentenario.
Ay, mi Panamá, qué bonita herencia que nos has dejado y hoy te la cantamos.
Ay, mi Panamá, mi Panamá, mi Panamá. Ay, mi Panamá, mi Panamá, mi Panamá. Ay, mi Panamá, mi Panamá, mi Panamá. Ay, mi Panamá, mi
What a great and catchy song to start this awesome class, guy. I love this song, right? Very interesting one that we are, going through this month in Panama. Welcome once again. Today is such a great day, isn't it? We are enjoying this moment today. It's a great opportunity, my dear students, that you have not only to learn, but to have fun while learning, which is our main purpose. Despite of all the obstacles and circumstances we have gone through, I mean, we made it. We made it, and we're here to continue helping you and overcoming obstacles. And we have prepared such an awesome topic. Teacher, we have a lot of people being tuned with us, whether they are on Facebook, YouTube, and also Instagram. I would like to remind you guys that you can follow us on social media through Instagram, Nacional FM Panamá, YouTube, Nacional FM Panamá, but also we have Facebook, Nacional FM Panamá, and teacher, you see that she's very clever because I don't remember, and she's gonna say the WhatsApp number that we have because I don't remember. Teacher, what is the number?
I can't consider myself clever with this number because it took me like a year to learn it. Yeah, but I'm gonna say it. 600-481-82. 600-481-82. So text us. We're waiting here for your comments.
Yeah, and we have a WhatsApp number that we can add you to that WhatsApp group. And you can get access to the information we're presenting. But without any further ado, I'm gonna pass it on teacher Yosita because she has prepared, I would say, an awesome topic. All right, go for it, teacher. Give it all.
You cannot be so right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a great topic. I mean, I have to confess that I have learned a lot from this topic because I didn't study science, but trying to, researching, I would say, about this topic helped me to understand a lot of things. Also, the importance of this topic, even though we can say like, okay, there are a lot of weeks teaching the same thing. No, we're getting vocabulary. We're learning new words, new things about this. So there is a moment that a person from another country or a person who speaks English wants to talk about this topic. So you have the opportunity to demonstrate how much you know about this, okay? So how you can handle this topic. So teacher Hosanna, I will say the topic is global warming effects and measures to protect our planet. But I have to say that in this time, we're gonna talk about climate change because this is one thing that we're facing not only in our country, but in other countries, okay? So it's very important. Yes.
Teachers, greetings to Catherine, Selena, and Maru. They are being tuned and connected through our Instagram, Conéctate con Estrella.
Hello. Welcome. Yeah, we're going to see the learning objectives for this class. Specifically, it says students will be able to express ideas about climate change. and also to talk about different ways to prevent climate change. So we're going to focus on this, climate change. Also, with grammar, teacher I'm going to explain a little bit about this topic, this grammar topic, gerunds and infinitives when speaking and writing. When we finish this lesson, you can say, after everything that we have talked about this, you can say, I can talk about climate change. I can talk about ways to prevent climate change. I can write sentences using gerunds and infinitives verbs, okay? So this is what we're going to shift. We got our favorite segment. Teacher Arjona, I want to listen to the drums because it is coming right now. Did you know, Teacher Arjona, did you know that rainforest destruction is a major cause of carbon dioxide release?
I didn't know about it. Now I know.
When people destroy rainforest, they are releasing a lot of carbon dioxide, which is not good for our environment.
Wow,
okay?
Very interesting detail.
Very interesting.
Taking advantage, teacher. Greetings to Green Adan and
Hello.
Odilia Rivera.
Hello, Odilia. Okay, we got another segment that we have introduced in our class. What do you know? Because as I said before, we talked about this topic before, okay? And we know that you got a lot of things to comment about the topic, okay? We got, choose the correct answer, ways to stop global warming. Teacher Arjona explained a lot about this topic, the ways that we can stop global warming, what we can do, because that is the important thing, what we can do in order to stop global warming. We got number one, we can see in the picture, for those who are just listening to our class, we can see in the picture people in a bus, okay? So it means that we got two options, A, consume less meat, or B, use public transportation, according to the picture, okay? In picture two, we can see a hand holding a light bulb, but in the light bulb, we can see a tree. So this graphic refers to what? A, save energy, or B, use public transportation. Okay, so tell us the option. Remember, just the number and the letter. And in picture three, we can see a teacher explaining to her students, talking about this topic, global warming, because we can see the planet there. So it means what? A, consume less meat. So what is the way to stop global warming that we can see in this picture? A, consume less meat, or B, educate others about global warming, okay? So remember, just send the number. If you consider number one is letter B, for example, just send 1B, okay? So we're gonna read your answers. Teacher Arjona is gonna be here reading your answers.
Exactly. So send the number with the letter teacher, right?
Okay, Teacher Arjona, believe it or not, we got more words that people should learn about this topic. There are a lot of words that we need to practice and learn from this topic, okay? Let's read the words. We got number one, atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
Also, we got carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide, number two.
I've mentioned this word before, but it's important for people, to practice the pronunciation. Carbon dioxide. Also, we got, and that is very important because we're going to be talking about this, greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect. You say green, color, house. Greenhouse effect, okay? Number four, climate change. Number five, desert. And number six, deforestation. Okay? So these are the words that we're going to be seeing through this topic, and we're going to practice them, okay? We got our matching activity, Teacher Arjona. We know that our audience, they want to participate. They want to show how much they know about the topic, so this is the time. And remember, in our matching activity, you just have to match the word with the picture that you consider that describes the word, okay? So listen carefully to the words. Number 1, carbon dioxide. Number 2, atmosphere. Number 3, deforestation. Number 4, climate change. And number 5, desert. So, talking about the pictures, just explaining a bit about these pictures for those who are just listening to our class. Let's say in picture A, we can see trees that were cut. Trees that were cut. In picture B, we can see that in one side of the picture, it's a sunny day, but in the other side of the picture, it's a rainy day. So what's that? In picture C, we can see gaseous enveloped surrounded the planet Earth. Gaseous enveloped surrounded the planet Earth. In picture D, we can see a large area of land where you cannot find water or little water.
It seems to be very hot.
Few plants.
It seems to be like very hot.
Yeah, and it's very hot. Yes. In picture E, we can see a lot of smoke released, maybe from a factory, and the smoke that is harmful for our environment. Okay. So remember, these are the pictures. I tried to describe the pictures for you. And you got the words. Carbon dioxide, number 1. Atmosphere, number 2. Deforestation, number 3. Climate change, number 4. And desert, number 5. So send the number and the letter. Teacher Hosanna is going to be here.
Reading your comments.
Reading your comments.
I'm your helper today. I'll be more than happy to do so.
Yeah, I know. So let's move on, Teacher Hosanna, to
Sure.
the topic explanation, because I think our audience needs to know about this topic.
A lot has to be taught about it.
Yeah, a lot of information that we'll try to say in a few minutes.
All right.
Okay.
Go for it.
Let's say the first one is the definition of climate change. What is climate change? It says is the long-term alteration of temperature and typical weather patterns in a place. Okay. Something important is that climate change could refer to a particular location or the planet as a whole. Okay. Climate change may cause weather patterns to be less predictable. So as we get this situation, the climate change, so we cannot predict the weather patterns. Okay, that is the situation. Let's move on with more information. And as I said before, we're gonna learn a little bit about the greenhouse effect. Okay, I was searching about this topic. Teacher Hosanna, it's pretty interesting. I'm gonna try to give my best.
And teacher,
in order
I'm
to
glad that you
help
have
people to understand it.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought the topic to the table because recently our chief and commander, Mr. Nito, went to I think it was a congress abroad in Glasgow where they introduced the topic of climate change.
That's right.
And many people are speaking about that now. They want to make changes. I hope it's not late yet to do so.
Exactly. That's right, teacher.
And they even signed kind of an agreement.
An agreement, yeah.
You see it?
Saw it, yeah.
Very, very current topic, very fresh.
Well, talking about the greenhouse effect, when we talk about greenhouse, you can think about a glass house with plants inside the house, so to protect the plants. So there is an effect with our rainforest that we need to be careful not to destroy it. Okay, it says the greenhouse effect is a process that occurs when gases in Earth's atmosphere trap the sun's heat. So it is a process, teacher Hosanna. When we receive the sun heat, okay, this process makes Earth much more warmer, that it will be without an atmosphere. The greenhouse effect is one of the things that makes Earth a comfortable place to live. You know, you can see why it is important to talk about this topic. I mean, when we see this process, actually we cannot see the process, but it is a process that takes place in our Earth, in the Earth. However, we don't see it, but it is important for us to continue living in this planet. Okay, that is the importance of this topic. Okay. Let's talk about these greenhouse gases. It says gases in the atmosphere, such as carbon dioxide, trap heat similar to the glass roof of a greenhouse. So why it is important to trap the sun heat? Well, it says that during the day, the sun shines through the atmosphere. Earth's surface warms up in the sunlight. At night, Earth's surface cools, releasing heat back into the air. So it's a process. As I said, we cannot see it, but it happens, okay? And it helps us to continue living in this world, because imagine that we cannot feel warm here in the planet, so we cannot live here, okay? So this is a process that make humans and animals and plants to continue in this planet.
Teacher, we speak too much about, this process and how this is done, which is a marvelous thing. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So we gotta thank God, Jehovah, the Creator, for having such a wonderful creation that, we can see, right?
That's right. Also, something important that we can say, Teacher Arjona, is that human activities are changing Earth's natural greenhouse effect, because when we burn fossil fuels like coal and oil, okay, this process puts more carbon dioxide into the atmosphere.
Wow.
Okay, so it can be something that in the future will be something dangerous for us here in our planet to continue life.
So to burn this fuel and oil, it's just affecting the atmosphere.
Exactly.
Because all the carbon dioxide, it's released into the air, and it's too much.
The air is too much.
And the ozone layer is being then affected by.
Exactly.
Oh wow.
Causing global warming. And
we
climate change. And
we see, like, when it's supposed to be summer, then it's winter.
Yeah.
When it's supposed to be winter, then it's summer.
Okay. When it's supposed to be summer, it's raining.
Exactly.
Okay. So that is pretty much what is climate change. What climate change is. Ways to prevent it. Very important. Ways to prevent it. What can we do? Okay. It says eat less meat and dairy products. Look at that. Very important. Eat less meat and dairy products. Also to avoid flying. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah. It's difficult. Use public transportation. So if you get days in which you can, leave your car at home and maybe use the subway, so try to do it.
Leave your car in the parking lot and take the subway.
Exactly. Reduce the energy consumption.
Turn off the lights.
Yeah, turn off the lights. We say that a lot here. Respect and protect green spaces.
Don't cut trees.
Don't cut trees or
Don't
plants.
cut them down.
Even plants. Okay, it is not correct. Okay, you are doing something that is not good for the process that the greenhouse effect.
Teacher,
So
it's very
stopping the greenhouse effect.
It's very interesting to see this number 5 says respect and protect green spaces, because I see people stepping on grass and they are damaging the grass, stepping on it. So you gotta be careful.
Cutting them like with the hands and everything. We can see that. Reduce consumption and waste. So it means recycle. We need to recycle.
3 R's, teacher.
The 3 R's. Yeah, exactly. Teacher Arjona, time is up, but I feel happy because we talk about this topic a lot. And now we know that our participants will have the opportunity someday to talk about it and to show how much they learn through these weeks that we explain this topic, this very interesting topic. So see you next Friday. Great job. Have a great week.
Take care, guys.
Bye bye. Take care.
Es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo. Edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la patria.
A continuación, Noticiero Nacional Vespertino.
Con La danza del Corpus Christi. Más tradición, más de mi país en Nacional 101.7 FM.
Con orgullo patrio, faltan 16 días para la llegada del Bicentenario de Panamá.
El sueño de todo un país sigue presente. Y en noviembre, Radio Nacional FM se pone la camiseta de la selección.
¡Cuidado! ¡El cabezazo al fondo! ¡Golazo! ¡Golazo! ¡Golazo!
Porque rendirse no es una opción. Sintoniza nuestro dial y disfruta la emoción del octagonal. Viernes 12 de noviembre, 7 de la noche, desde el Estadio Olímpico Metropolitano Honduras ante Panamá. Y el martes 16 a las 8 de la noche, recibimos en casa a El Salvador en el Estadio